As these two sides get ready to lock horns, this is football at its finest. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
And he's gone backward here. He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Tonali. Pedri. That's Caceres. And it's Tonali. Played over towards the opposite flank. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cruyff. Rodri. Here's Vieira. And it's Vieira. And he's cut it out. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Cruyff. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Pulisic. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tonali. Now it's Guirassy. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. So what can they make of this? He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. And that is expertly dealt with. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Pedri. Can he get it through? And it's Kaka. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rooney. Oh, that's a chance, surely! Goal! Inter! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Can he latch on to this? One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Girassi, and it's Tonali. Pedri. And here's Pulisic. Flashes it across. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That's good play. Backward it goes. Tries to pass it through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has not gone well. And this is Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! He scores! And once more we are all square. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Picked out brilliantly. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. And it's been played through. Tonali is onto this. It's out for a goal kick. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Cruyff on a strong run down the right. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Caceres. They get a throw in. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tonali. Great vision. Pedri. Good take, and is he in? Rodri.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And a chance! Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 20.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And here's Musiala. Knocks it into space. Hangs one. Gets his head on it! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him?
Oh, what a... Oh, off the bar! Musiala. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nice looking ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. Mbappe!
Canada really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's managed to get free. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lam. Threads one in. That is lovely. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. No, that's been intercepted. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's made its way to... He's got tall! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that's it. And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.